Help us to forever be students of this life, that the learning will never stop, that the challenges we face will always be met with integrity, honor, and willingness to learn. Hi, my name is Sarli, and this is channel Wiredonlight, where I try and help to empower you and to help you see the light that you hold within yourself. We are the creators of our life. Oh, yes, it's so hot here. Oh my goodness, we're melting. Yesterday, a whole area here, the electricity was off without warning for like 10 hours. Nothing was charged. So I very quickly wanted to go into a spiral where I can't work, I can't, things in the fridge are going off, the fans can't be put on, so it was just a very frustrating few hours. And then one of my friends messaged me and said, like, come have a swim, it's so hot. And then I remembered I can ask for help. Oh yeah, help is possible. And messaged her and I said, okay, we're coming and we're bringing all our devices to charge because my daughter needs to do schoolwork and stuff. I was so mad at all sorts of things. And then the swimming helped us. We were outside. And then on the drive back, Source, God, was putting on a show in the air, in the sky. It was beautiful, the most beautiful sunset. And I immediately felt this tiny to have been such a human and be so irritated because I don't have electricity and nothing's going my way. I felt so embarrassed and I asked for forgiveness and also just almost like the creator just shut me up in that moment, and made me look at the sky and just how beautiful and how a day can be turned. And then our electricity came back on and everything was fine. So it also made me realize how dependent we are. And that we must stay resilient. We must stay fluid. We must stay prepared. That being said, today's word is remembrance. Remembrance of past lives, remembrance of wisdom, knowledge, knowledge you carry in your bones, knowledge you carry in your DNA. This is no joke. Those things that you know, that you have no idea how you know it, that is your previous soul, your previous selves whispering to you. I'm also reminded that nature plays a very big part in I wanted to say in our journey, but maybe nature doesn't play a big role in everyone's journey. It does mine, absolutely. I get knowledge from nature. I get healed by nature. I remember with nature. If you're willing to be quiet with her and let her talk to you. So remembrance. There's a visual that comes up, and it is a visual of meditating and imagining yourself walking in a forest. You can feel the leaves crunching under your feet. You can hear the birds chirping in the distance. You can also hear creaks above your head as the trees sway in the wind. And as you walk forward, the trees that you pass become doors. And as you stand by a door and you open it, a previous self stands there waiting, meets you, you hug her, and it is a past version from this life or a one from before. And there's pain in her eyes, and there's wounds on her body. And you bring her out of that doorway, and you take her hand, and she starts walking with you as you walk on. There's another door, and another one, and another one, and another one. And as you collect yourselves, these versions, these past lives, you hold space for them. They are loved, they are seen, they are held, and you're giving them permission to speak their truth. You do not let these versions lead anymore, because in this lifetime you are the one walking the path. But you do hold them. They do walk with you. And so on and so forth. And at some point we will come to an ending where there is no more doors, and there's hundreds of versions of selves and past lives behind you, celebrating you, urging you to go forward, to go on. I don't know why I wanted to tell you that, but that is a vision I had when I was meditating one day. I don't think I've shared it on here. And it can be quite emotional, especially if you think about past versions of yourself and giving that version love, because she wasn't awake yet, or she wasn't aware of the things around her yet. She wasn't aware of the power she holds within herself. And not shame her, but to bring her in within you. Because we don't discard our broken parts. We bring it with us. What do they call that thing where, I think it's an ancient Chinese way of mending, where instead of throwing something away when it's broken, they mend it, and where they mend it, they put gold there, so that it's almost even more beautiful. But Instead of trying to hide the cracks, they actually embellish them. We give thanks. We give thanks to those versions. We give thanks to the wounds, because the wounds led to the healing. The wounds led to the knowledge, the awareness, the learning, the growth. So I'm going to pull some cards. It's so hot. I'm going to pull some from the Green Witch Oracle. I have shuffled them. I'll do one more shuffle. Please give us a few cards sourced from this deck, just to add on to the message that I was told to give. Please and thank you. That one flew into the candle. She just wants to give us one. One is all we need. Ooh, some wacky backs. Mushroom, recycling, breaking down problems. Love that. Ooh, that's the first time I'm seeing that. There's a, do you see that skull sticking out? It's giving death, the Scorpio death card. Also, what's the thing in magic mushrooms? Psilocybin? Nope. So new pathways, growth, breaking down. Fungi, that's what fungi does. It breaks down natural matter. You're maybe like looking at your life with new eyes and deciding what needs to go and what needs to stay, what needs to be mended and what needs to I don't know, be recycled. Mushroom, sorry, mushroom. Where's mushroom? There, 47 might be significant. 47 is 11. That's 11. Okay. Oh, not 74, 47, mushroom. A mushroom's main purpose is to aid in decomposition. They use enzymes to break down decaying organic matter, feeding themselves in the process. Mushrooms and other fungi are also part of the greater mycelial network, a vast interconnected network of hair-like roots that transfers information to not only other fungi, but plants and trees as well. The mushroom card supports you as you break down problems into smaller issues and work to solve them separately to make incremental advances in life. The discoveries you make with every step forward can be used to nourish and enrich future projects. Reflection. Have you run into a challenge that may best be addressed if broken down into smaller pieces? I love that because it feels like it adds on to when I was speaking about like walking through the forest and hearing the crunching under your feet. Meeting your old selves, the parts that were broken, the parts that were hurting. Oh, I love this. Okay, yes. So it's you're maybe delving into things in your life that are not serving you at the moment as much as it was, and you're almost like you're dissecting it to understand which parts need to be tweaked, if that makes sense. I'm going to get some tarot because I want to go a little bit deeper. Let's get okay. Might be in hermit mode doing this work. Give us a few cards to support this card on the table and the message I gave, please and thank you. Also getting like there's a determination. What was that? Wanted to jump out. Oh man. 4 of coins wanted to but didn't. Okay, Queen of Rods, 5 of Blades, 7 of Blades, Page of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. You know how I said noticing the skull, or the weird animal skull thing there, and then this Queen of Rods also with a red, also with a skull. This might be to do with your work, that you're looking at parts that are not serving you anymore. Oh, and I said determination, so there's some creativity, a lot of creativity. Determined to like master your craft almost. I think there's five of Blades and the 7 of Blades. These are other people looking at you, not really understanding what the fuck you're busy with. Not understanding how your mind works almost, you know. Especially with this mushroom and the psilocybin and the, you know, new pathways that you're busy with, that you're opening up, that you're, what was the word? Recycling and what I'm getting from this Page of Cups is that this thing that you're busy with, the way that you are approaching your problems, approaching your work, approaching your life at the moment, it's giving very, it's like that way of living, the way that you're living right now is keeping you youthful, if that makes sense. It's keeping you, like I said, like a student of life. It keeps you in a humbled, enthusiastic energy, frequency. It's also giving me humility. There's a willingness to learn more, to try something new. And I think this way of living is leading you to a much more fruitful, day-to-day life. It's also going to bring in your fortune. And when I say fortune, I don't mean necessarily materialistic, although yes, please and thank you. But it's also bringing in a fortunate like, I think other people think that you're lucky, but it's your way of thinking, it's your way of doing things that makes you seem young and youthful, and you're still learning and you're still trying new things, and you're not afraid to take on new challenges, and you're not afraid to start over. Ooh, that's a good, with the mushroom and like new life, recycling, starting anew. Like if something doesn't work, you don't go sit in a puddle of your own misfortune. It almost fuels you. There's a determination in there. Because you've awakened multiple times in different levels, and you keep awakening, you keep going deeper and deeper, but in a really beautiful, healthy way. I love this. And because, something I learned yesterday again, because I have learned this, but I get reminded every now and again by source that nature plays a big role. I mean, how many times have you been frustrated or down or low frequency, and watching a movie or like scrolling or whatever, that doesn't always help, because it almost keeps you there. And then when you actually go outside, even if it's just the fresh air, or you get to look at trees, or you see a bird flying, or a cute flower blooming, or it just immediately brings us back to the present moment. And I love that. King of Cups at the bottom. On the other side of this reading, it might be, this is how someone is looking at you, and they want to bring in a very humble offer of love, because they've done some thinking and some comparing you to other people, and seeing that your mind is a healthy one, and they would like to be in the presence of that healthy mind. Anyway, so if you can, go walk outside, go remember. Maybe do that as an exercise where you meditate and you use that visual I gave you. So imagine yourself walking through the forest, and the trees become doors, and then you meet versions of yourself at those doors and invite them to walk along with you. It's quite a healing exercise. But that is what I have for you. I hope whoever's watching enjoyed that, and you can take something from it. And if you would like, please like and subscribe. I also have a PayPal if you want to donate, and you can find a list of my services in the description box. And I love you, I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a beautiful day or evening. Bye bye.